What's up, gamers and geeks? Matt with That's Fair Podcasting and Gaming Geeks Live. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing. I'm doing it. I went back to Knights of the Old Republic 22 years later. Now, I'm not going to say that it's been 22 years since I played it. It's been about 18. But I jumped back in, and I'm telling you the good and the bad of playing an older game that aged well and at the same time not so well. So stay tuned. You know, when you fire up KOTOR and you hear the opening music and you see the Ebonhawk flying towards Otto City on Manon, and you hear Bastila say, "The Force fights with me." Tell me you don't get geezed up as a Star Wars fan. I'm telling you I do, and Knights of the Old Republic is my all-time favorite video game ever. Ever. But again, if you are new here, again, I am Matt. Please feel free to subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live, whatever you watch, whatever channel you're watching this on. Make sure to like the video if you don't mind, because again, we throw ourselves at the mercy of you guys by helping us grow, and you guys have, and I sincerely appreciate it. If you don't do any of those and you just watch this pointless video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. But anyway, I decided to pick back up Knights of the Old Republic. I'm playing it on Twitch. By the way, shameless plug. Sorry, I'm gonna do it. But my Twitch name is Matt Gaming Geeks Live, all one word. Check me out. I'm replaying Knights of the Old Republic after probably about 18 years. That game dropped by BioWare in 2003, and I do believe that I played that over and over probably about 4 or 5 times when it first came out. I don't know why. It was the first RPG in a Star Wars game that, well, first RPG Star Wars game, but you were a Jedi, you got your lightsaber. Who didn't want their freaking lightsaber? I mean, before that I was playing the original Xbox game called Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was awesome. But 2 years after the original Xbox released in 2001, BioWare released Knights of the Old Republic. And to me, it's not only the greatest Star Wars game of all time, it's like I already said, it's my favorite video game ever. Now, I'm replaying it. The replay value, I'm kind of on the fence with. I gotta tell you, I cannot wait for this remaster and or remake. Very much alive. The rumor mill is buzzing that we're going to get an actual trailer for this by year's end. Please give that to us. It's in good hands. I'm ready for this. But really, let's be honest. If you've played that recently, graphically it did not age well. But what do you expect? It's a 2003 regular Xbox game. Now, I am playing the version that's Xbox One enhanced. Much better than on the regular Xbox, but when I say much better versus what we're used to now graphically, not really. But here's the deal. I don't need a game with great graphics to keep me enthralled. And, you know, the story in Knights of the Old Republic is legendary. We all know it by now. You're Darth Revan. I mean, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert, 22 years later, I can't help you. But, you know, the good news is I'm replaying it, and I'm still, right now, I'm in the Undercity on Terrace. I'm about to face the Rat Ghouls. I'm believing I'm meeting up with Mission and Zalbar, and I've already met up with Kandros once, and I got Carth Onasi. And anyway, long story short, I'm going to break into, I don't remember, it's not the Beck base, because Gadden Thek is in the Beck base, but I don't remember, but it's a swoop gang. I don't remember what they're called, but it's Brejik, and I'm gonna steal their prototype accelerator for my swoop so I can ultimately rescue Bastila when I win the swoop race. And I have the difficulty up a little bit more than I remember. So I'm getting my ass kicked, but you know, there are parts in it that I don't remember that I had to realize that I need to go and redo. Like, I remember stealing the Sith uniforms because I ran into that Sith, that woman who invited me to the party in the apartments in the Undercity. And so I stole their Sith outfits, and then all of a sudden they were confiscated after I went back up to the upper level of Terrace, and then I had to, you know, reload a save, because then I'd go back down and talk to Gadden Thek and, you know, trade the papers for the uniforms and stuff. But anyway, it's entertaining. I'm being entertained by it, and I'm kind of having fun with it. I went back in the arena. I beat Girl on Two Fingers, and I don't remember the old man's name. I just recently played it. But then I got my ass kicked, and I think I was fighting Twitch or Rodian, and I got my ass kicked, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to come back, and when I've leveled up a couple more times and beat his ass. And then I want to take Bendak Starkiller down. But anyway, the pros and the cons. The cons are, of course, graphics, but that's not enough to keep me from playing. But also, some of the things are a little cheesy. Like, I'm in the Undercity. I don't remember his name, but I'm purchasing goods from this guy, and he's like, "It ain't the best of stuff." And so it's like, some of the acting has aged, but you can get by it. I mean, everything that I find a con, I can find myself getting by so easily, and I am. And that's it. That's my list of cons. Now the pros. I'm Darth Revan once again. I'm running around with Karth in the Undercity. I'm meeting all these wonderful NPCs. Now, when I get to Dantooine, I'll get Juhani. When I get to Kashyyyk, I'll get to Jolee. But I still have on Terrace Bastila to rescue. And how she says, I wouldn't call myself a damsel in distress. But, you start arguing right off the bat with her. And then, I don't know about you, but I take the light side with Revan. I plan on taking the light side with Revan this go-round. It aged better than I thought it would. Again, 22 years later, and for me, 18 years later. I plan on doing the same thing with Knights of the Old Republic 2 Sith Lords by Obsidian. I'm going to Twitch it again I'm going to stream it on my Twitch. But, I'm barely into the game again. I'm only about 3 or 4 hours in, but I'm doing everything I can. I'm getting every piece of the Promised Land information so I can help Gendar, I think. I think that was his name, and I don't remember the other guy, Rukil, I think. And I'm going to help them get everyone out of there, and I'm going to save a lot of lives before Darth Malak destroys Terrace. But yeah, I cannot wait for this remake or remaster, whichever, could be both. I wish that they gave me the DLC. I guess it was a Yavin 4 DLC. If you guys have played the original Yavin 4 DLC for Knights of the Old Republic, let me know in the comment section what it's like. I never got to play it. Back when I was playing it, I didn't know what DLC was. But I'm having a blast with it on my Twitch. Again, please find my channel. It's Matt Gaming Geeks Live if you want to check out my excitement for replaying a game that just blew me away. I mean, I cannot wait to get to Manon, Harakert Rift. I'm going to save the Phyraxian Shark. I'm not going to kill it. I'm going to make sure the Selkath have made sure that I'm in good standing with them so I don't get kicked out of Auto City permanently. And, there's Korriban with the Sith tombs, and, you get to learn so much from that. And then ultimately, Bastila. And it was at that point that Bastila will have been captured by Darth Malak, and you'll find her on, I don't remember the name of the planet, but it's that beach planet, that unknown planet kind of. I think there's a name. I think they finally came out with a name with it. But anyway, yeah, the replay value, if I had to grade it, like from old school grade school perspective, it's a B+. To me, it is. I don't think I'll enjoy the Sith Lords as much. It didn't really feel Star Wars to me the first 1,000 times I played it, but I still played it over and over because I got into the NPCs like the Samara, the Miraluka, the Handmaiden, Atten Rand. What was the name of the Zabrak? The Darth Maul race. I don't remember his name. I'm seeing him. Very mellow dude. And yeah. Anyway, and Mira, the bounty hunter. But anyway, really, really looking forward to finishing Knights of the Old Republic 2. But as far as my grading it, I got to give it a B+. The cons just aren't enough to turn me away, and I'm enjoying that. I wanted to play it one more time, I guess, before this remake eventually comes out. But anyway, guys, that's all I had. It's a short, pointless rant of how my replay value of Knights of the Old Republic, 2003's BioWare hit, how it's holding up in 2025, and to me, a thumbs up. I'm having fun with it. If you guys found this video at all entertaining, please feel free to like it and throw us into that algorithm. Please subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live. And if you just watched this pointless yet short video, thank you so much. That's what means the most. And to you gamers, all love, and I'm outro.